This is how you can record your poem in GarageBand on an iPad. So I'm going to tap on Create Song, or I can tap on plus at the top as well, and it will open up and it will look something like this. So I've got my audio recorder, that's exactly what I want. I'm going to press it or tap it, and then I want to make sure that this button in the middle says clean. We can play around with the effects later, but at the moment I want the one that says clean. So I'm going to record the first part of my recording, and then I'm going to make a mistake on purpose. Before I do that, I'm going to tap on the blue metronome at the top and turn it off so it doesn't tick-tock all the way through my recording. And if you look very carefully, there's a plus on the right hand side at the edge at the top, and I'm going to tap that, and I'm going to take off this bit that says 8 bars. If I tap on it, and then I'm going to make sure that I tap on the bit that says automatic. And what that means is it won't stop recording after 8 bars and start wiping out everything I've done. It will let me record for as long as I need. So I'm ready to record now. So as I say, I'm going to do the recording, but I'm going to make a mistake. So I'll tap the red button and it will give me a counting. This is the first part of my recording. Oh no, I've made a mistake. So if I tap on it, and then if you look up at the top on the left hand side, the third button in, where it's got some lines, it will show me this view where I can see the track. So if I play this is the first part of my recording. Oh no, I've made a mistake. So I can tell the bit from oh no, I've made a mistake is here. Oh no, I've made a mistake. So what I'm going to do is come back and I'm going to tap on the clip, and you get these little white lines at the start and at the end of it. And if I put my finger on the one at the end and drag it in, it gets rid of it. So now it won't say that part. If you listen, it'll get rid of the bit with the mistake. This is the first part of my recording. So now I'm ready for the next part of my recording. So I'm going to record the next part. So if you're doing your poem, you don't have to do your poem all in one go. You can record it in different bits. So let's do the next bit. This is the second part of my recording. Okay, so I'm going to tap on these 3 lines, the third button in at the top on the left, and then you'll be able to hear the second part. Recording is the second part of my recording. Okay, so what I can do is I can slide that in. I think really I need to do that second bit again because it's missed off the word this. So I'll just slide it in, and then you can listen from, say, here. First part of my recording is the second part of my record. So I think the mistake I made was I didn't wait long enough before I started speaking. So what I'm going to do is I want to get rid of this bit. So if I tap on it once, these buttons come up and I can see one that says delete. So I can tap on it and then I can do my recording again. So now I've finished doing my recording, I'll just play a little bit of my poem. The fallen leaves crunch and shuffle. Snap, a branch breaks beneath my boots. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you how you can add some effects to your voice. Now you might decide not to use this, or you can decide to use it instead. So up at the top, third button in, it's a little microphone. I'm going to press it, and then it takes me back to this track. And if you remember, it says clean. Now if I tap on clean, I can move it to make some other noises. Now some of these sound effects don't fit very well with our poem. So the robot one, it's got nothing to do with robots. I'm not going to use that one. I'll try dreamy. So if I tap done and then rewind it and press play. I walk in the woods. The fallen leaves crunch and shuffle. Okay, so you can play around with these and see which ones work for you. Or you might decide just to keep it the same. So here's a different one. Crunch and shuffle. Snap, a Okay, so you can play around with these to see what these sound like on your recording. Okay, so when I finish my recording, I tap the sign that looks like a piece of paper in the top left hand corner, and that takes me back to my project page. Now you can see I've already called this one poem. All I did was tap on the writing where it says poem, or yours will say my song, and then you can give it a name. So that's it saved on this iPad, but if you want to get it off the iPad to share it with your teacher, then you need to tap select and tap on it, and then go down to the bottom and it says share. And if I tap on it, I want to share the song. So I tap song and then I tap share. And now I can use whatever we use. If we use Seesaw, I will have Seesaw on this list. If we use Microsoft Teams or Google Classroom, I can tap on them there and then I can send it to my teacher using those. In this extra part of the video, I'm going to show you how you can add sound effects. So I'll come out of here and then go to... I've searched for Pixabay sound effects and I've got this one that I like called Rustling Leaves. So I'm going to tap it and then it will download it. I tap the download button and then that's saved it. So what I can do now is go back to GarageBand, and then to find it, what I need to do is tap this button that looks like a roller coaster up at the top on the right hand side. It's a loop, so I'm going to tap on that loop and then make sure that I'm on Files, and I'm going to go Browse Items from the Files app, because that's where the file went when we downloaded it. I'm going to tap on it, and then you can see I've got Rustling Leaves. I've already downloaded it, so I've got one copy there. So if I tap it, it will go back on this list here, and you can see I've already done it and it's there. So I just hold it onto it, and then I can just drag it across onto there. And now when I rewind and play my recording, I'll have Rustling Leaves with it.
A walk in the woods, the fallen leaves crunch.
A walk in the woods, the fallen leaves crunch and shuffle. So I've got the Snap, falling leaves.
A branch breaks.
So if I want to actually make them a bit quieter, I can slide this slider down. So if you look in the middle, it's very hard to see. There's a little white dot in the middle of the screen that I'm sliding backwards and forwards. So I can open that volume control. So I can turn it down. Now I can also pinch two of my fingers together so that I can see all the recording. So if I don't want it to last all the way to the end, I can move it and decide exactly where I want those falling leaves to come in. So depending on the sound you've got, you might want it to play all the way through, or you might just want it to play for a part of the track when it mentions that sound.